All right, it all comes down to this. Thank you all so much for joining, for the support shown on the previous videos. I really appreciate all the forms of support that you've shown since I started covering this amazing, intense, extraordinary, magnificent, words just fail to fully encapsulate how amazing this game has been. Like, there is absolutely no argument why it won the game of the year for 2025. Thank you all so much for every form of support. Like I said again, I've said it also in my previous videos. I'm just a new gaming content creator and just starting out. So thank you for the likes, the shares, clicking on the subscribe button, everyone who has followed on Twitch, and so on and so forth. Just thank you guys. Without further ado, let's jump right back into it, shall we? And we are back. So it all comes down to this. From what I've found out is that this is the final battle, the final fight of the game. I did my best to avoid spoilers, so I avoided spoilers, but I dipped my toe into the pool a bit, and I found out that this is the final fight in Clear Obscure Expedition 33, and this is where it all ends. This is where it's all decided, But just before I go into the final fight, I just want to say thank you. Thank you ever so much to everyone who has supported this first series. I mean, I think we got close to almost 50 viewers at the beginning when I went live on YouTube. So I've not really been going live on YouTube because I can always record the videos and upload them later on to YouTube, which I can do on Twitch. So I mostly go live on Twitch, record the videos, and then upload them to YouTube. But it's still early days of little beginnings, and I'm still trying to figure out which platform works best, aside what other people's opinions are, But I would say for free now that whatever happens in this final fight, I would say 5 things that this game has actually made me think about, taught me. Number 1 is, in life, there is no, more often than not, actually, that's why I meant to say, more often than not, there isn't a right or wrong, black or white, this or that. The beauty of life actually exists in the gray areas, and the more we're able to understand the nuances, how things exist in the gray, to understand the reason more or better than the actions, the conclusions, we tend to enjoy life better, and then we live freer. That's number 1. Two is that Grief is something that can never, it's one of the emotions that can never really be understood. Grief, it's us in inexplicable ways that we can't necessarily put into words. Um, and most times when we talk about grief, people think it's all about maybe like the loss of a loved one, but they tend to forget that grief is actually way beyond that. It can be the loss of um, the norm, loss of maybe a dream, loss of um, whatever it is. I feel like one of the bodies or one of the psychological ways that humans show grief is what science has termed as postpartum depression. I think that's probably the body's, as humans, a woman's body. I'm not an expert on a woman's body, but I feel like it's probably similar, close to grief, because it's the body's way of grieving what used to be and knowing that it can never go back to the way, things can never go back to the way it was, you know. So that's um, one way that I think the body grieves. It can be maybe life happening and then your whole world is just like derailed, or like you just move to something totally different, knowing that you can never go back to what you were maybe doing or what you were hoping to achieve, or and the aspirations, the dreams and things like that that you were thinking about just a few maybe days, weeks or months before or prior, and then life happens. And the way we grieve the way we grieve and the way grief affects us as individuals is just totally different. Grief does not affect two people the same way. Two people can lose a parent or lose something, exactly the same situation, but they grieve differently. That's the second thing. Third is that nothing can happen in isolation. Absolutely nothing can happen in isolation. Some will argue that maybe when you're trying to achieve something, you tend to outgrow your circle. But as true as that may seem, you still need to like outgrow that circle into another circle, if that makes sense. Because looking back at this journey, it's just one where they wouldn't have been able to achieve that feat of defeating the Printress and then getting to where they wanted to get to if it was just one person. That's the thing. That's one thing I know. But the fact that they were able to rally around each other, they had the support of one another, meant that they were able to, where one person was weak, the other person's strength came in. Where one person was trying to give up, the other person was there to push them forward, and they just kept pushing each other forward like that, like that, like that, until here we are, where we are. And the fourth one is that two truths can coexist. You don't necessarily have to be the kind of person that is an extremist. You should always be open-minded to understand that your point of view is not the point of view. It's your point of view for a reason. When I think about Verso's point of view, Renoir's point of view, Aline's point of view, Maelle's point of view, Gustav, RIP Gustav's point of view, and there are just so many points of views, and one thing that like gaming has actually taught me, not just this game, but gaming has taught me is to always be open-minded. Like you play some games and then you just see multiple facts, multiple truths coexisting, and as much as they might want to, there might be friction in that coexistence. It doesn't necessarily mean that um, one point of view or one truth is superior to another truth. It's just it's just the way it is. That's the fourth thing. And then the final thing is that family is complicated. And I know Verso said that. And when I say family is complicated, I don't necessarily mean like your family, like nuclear family, or maybe family, you and your siblings. I mean family, it could be like community, maybe your church family, it could be um your maybe club, your whatever society, as long as you gather together with people to form, I don't know, a group with a name. Could be church, could be club, could be friends, community. Maybe that's the better way to put this. Community is complicated and it can be messy, it can get messy. But as humans, we all need to understand that one, that is just the way it is. Community is complicated and that complication brings messiness, or bring, I don't know, is it messiness? I don't know if there's if that's a word, but brings mess. Maybe that's the better way to put it. But be that as it may, in that there is, you know, um, the need for us to understand that it does not necessarily mean that the members of that group or the group itself is negative or is wrong. It's just the way it is. It's just the way things are. So that's where I think I would leave it for now. And those are just 5 things that this game has helped me, not helped me, maybe just food for thought, like just thinking about stuff when I reflect on the journey so far from the beginning of this journey to this point. It's just a few things to chew on. But yeah, thanks to anyone joining. Thanks to anyone who would watch this video at any point in time. I don't know why it feels like I'm losing my voice, but I'll push through. So yeah, let's proceed. Before we do that, yeah, let me see if I can create multiple save files, just so that I can if I want to come back to this and make a different choice and see how that turns out. Let's see. I actually need to heal the party. So heal the party first. And let's see. Yeah, I mean, oh, let's see if we can actually give Verso, the second chance. Pictures, second chance. We've got 4 available Lumina points, and the second chance is 40. Not sure we can afford that, but I mean, I think we should be able to. Hmm. Let's see if you can save. Yeah, the thing is, I don't know how to go about creating multiple save files, but I think it allows me load previous saves. But let me see what happens if I load this one. 16. Let's see. Load. Confirm. Okay. So, we're back. Let's proceed, shall we? And this is the boy painting. Yep, just painting away. Okay, there's nothing else to do than to interact with the boy, so let's interact. It's time to stop painting or leave. What happens if we leave? Oh, okay.
You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
Mamon's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are, not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're Maelle. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso, to live. Out there I merely exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
It's time to stop painting.
Verso! Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes under the eye, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's time to say goodbye until next life.
Okay. Decide the fate of the canvas. You know, this is the part where I'm just extremely torn. Maelle blames herself for the fire, and she's lonely, she's mute. It's just a really tough life. But in here, there is community, she's not wearing a mask, she's not hiding, she's not being blamed for everything that happened, or she's not blaming herself for everything that happened. She's just free, and then, but there is Verso, who owns this canvas. This is his canvas, and I think he should be able to decide what happens with the canvas. And from the look of things, he wants everyone to go back out of the fantasy world into the real world, to heal, to face the tragedy, to hold on to each other, not in this illusion of or created world, but in the real world. I don't know. If you fight as Maelle, you keep the canvas, Verso keeps painting. I mean, the little Verso keeps painting, keeps creating the worlds, and Maelle stays. And SK, Lune, Gustav, and all the other sentient beings who aren't necessarily in the real world, they all stay if you fight as Maelle. But if you fight as Verso, everything gets destroyed. Like, you destroy the whole canvas and you eject or evict Maelle and everyone else who is a human but are living or who is living in the canvas back into the real world. So that spells the end of the fantasy world. I honestly don't know what to do, but I think what I'll do first of all, just as a respect, as a form of respect to the owner of the canvas, I would fight as Verso. That's what I think. Also because, it helps everyone heal. That's what Renew has been trying to do, kick everyone out of the canvas. But then you have to think about the fact that there are sentient beings in the canvas who, that's all they've known. That's all they've known all their lives. They did not ask to be painted. They didn't ask to become sentient beings. So it's just tricky, really. Oh my god. Lune, Ciel, and all the characters that we've formed a bond with. If you fight as Verso, they all disappear because they are not real. But if you fight as Maelle, you keep Verso a prisoner for life. He keeps painting, but you get to keep the connection. You get to live in this painted world as Maelle. It's such a tricky decision. There is actually no right way to go about it. There's no, I think either way is wrong. Fight as Verso, you destroy the canvas and destroy all the sentient beings. Fight as Maelle, you keep the canvas, but that also spells the death inadvertently of Maelle. And also spells life imprisonment for Verso, who is here painting and painting and painting endlessly, who is tired, just wants to rest. He said it at some point that he's tired of like living of the gift of immortality. It sounds like a gift, but it's a curse because everyone just keeps going, just keeps moving past you whilst you are stuck. I don't know what to do. Yeah, let's fight as Verso. As much as I love Maelle, I love Maelle, but let's fight as Verso. Kick everyone out.
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
Wow.
Here we go.
What about Lune and Ciel and Monoko? What about Esquier?
Ciel was right. Grief blinds us. All you see are walls.
Yeah. Grief is such a crazy thing. I mean, she has totally forgotten that she can always leave the canvas and come back. But according to her, if she leaves, then Renoir will destroy the canvas and would never let her come back. So she wants to just stay there and live in the illusion.
I've lived a long time, Maelle. There are things we can never outrun.
I'm so tired, Verso. Please, can we just go home and talk about this?
That is exactly what I want you to do. To go home and think about it. You shouldn't let your own decision overrule someone else's, especially when the person is not even alive anymore in the real world and their painted version or their alternate reality version wants to rest, and you're not even giving them the opportunity to rest. Like, they're tired, they just want to go, and they've already said it, it's not your fault. Is there a second phase? I don't know.
Don't do this. Don't leave me again.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, huh? You've got this incredible power to paint. You'll never have to suffer a life you don't want. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. I will miss you guys. It's okay. It's over. Verso.
Miroir du temps, nos histoires s'alignent dans le creux de nos mains. Deux mondes se dessinent, l'un peint de rêve où le chagrin s'efface, l'autre nu et réel où notre notre deuil prend place. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans l'étreinte du destin, les liens restent éternels dans le dessin. Toile vierge, horizon lointain, peignons ensemble les couleurs de demain, au clair-obscur, œuvres infinies. Chaque pas trace la route d'une vie. Au lendemain non écrit, sous les étoiles où tout commence, rien ne finit. Dans l'étreinte du destin, les liens restent éternels dans le dessin.
You know, I must tell you now that this has been such an unbelievable, inexplicable experience for me. But more importantly, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has joined me. This is the first full series that I'm doing on this channel. And we're at 18 subscribers, not thereabout. So thank you. I would definitely also have to live with the fact that there isn't any right answer just right at the end there. Both answers are wrong, or both answers are right. I mean, depending on how you look at it, there's no right or wrong. It's just, it is what it is, really. But it's been an incredible and an amazing journey. I see why he definitely won the game of the year. You know, it's just an amazing game. Thank you guys. And to anyone who will be watching at any point in future, thank you. I know the channel will continue to grow, and most of these videos would get viewership or will get watched and viewed much later in the future. So I'm saying thank you in advance. But yeah, as for side quests and the other things, I would be doing that, definitely, absolutely. I'll be doing that, and I probably would record some, maybe, and then I would record. I might record some, I might not record, depending, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, thank you guys. What I think I would do first of all now is sorry, I just had to stretch for a bit. Is to see if it allows us fight that final fight as Maelle. If it allows us, then let's fight as Maelle, just for the sake of it. But personally, I think Verso is the, I don't know. I don't even think I'm right by saying that, you know, because we can see, well, we could see what happened. You fight as Verso, you know, it raises everything. But then, at the point where they were all getting erased, you know, Monoko, SK coming to work Verso, seemed like they understood. They totally understood where it was coming from. And I like the fact that they showed the after effect, which is the family reuniting, even though it looked like Claire wasn't really into the whole reunion stuff. I think maybe she's just a bit salty because Verso kicked everybody out of the canvas, but hey, everybody will come around at some point, innit? Okay, so we finished the game already, but I'm trying to see if it would allow us try the final fight again, but this time as Maelle. So we got the Verso ending already, but let's see if we can get the Maelle ending, and let's just see what the differences are. Then maybe we can have like 4 or 5 minutes to just talk about it, if that's fine. Well, okay, it's brought us back to oh, I see, it brought us back to the boss fights with Renua. Okay, I see, but let's go back. Okay, so we're back to this point just to try out Maelle's ending.
You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
Maman's gift.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are, not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
He saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're Maelle. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso to live. Up there I merely exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa!
It's time to stop painting.
Verso! Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes on the dial, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's time to say goodbye until next life.
Okay. Time to decide the fate of the canvas. Once again, we decided with Verso, but just to see the Maelle ending. I mean, the case for Maelle is simply that this is a coping mechanism. This is our escape. This is our alternate reality, which she sees with as much enthusiasm, as much love, as much closeness as she sees the real reality, if I can say it like that. But whether she likes it or not, this is just an illusion. It's a painted world. And yeah, the argument could be if she wants to, if that's how she wants to grieve. If that's how she wants to grieve, you know, if that's how she copes with the grief, then so be it. No one should dictate how someone else's grief goes, or how someone else's grief goes, rather. Sorry. Or how someone else's decision, or how they go about their own grief. But yeah, enough of the epistle, because at the end of the day, there isn't a right or wrong. It's just different perspectives. No matter which one you decide, there's always a counter argument. So let's fight as Maelle.
Verso, stop! You can't just decide this for everyone!
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
This might be a one shot, I don't know. But I'm about to stand all Verso. Oof, I thought as much. I thought as much. That's a one shot. One shot. Yep. That fight lasted less than 15 seconds. It says 34 seconds, but not up to, actually, to be fair. Yeah, let's see the ending, just for the sake of it.
Please. Thank you. Stop him from painting.
Don't say that. Please.
Please, listen to me. Only you can do this. You can do this, please. Unpaint me. Unpaint me.
Verso.
Please. I don't want this life.
Stop saying
I
that.
don't want this life. I don't want this life.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please. Bro. Please.
I don't want this life. Help me. Help me.
If you could grow old, would you find a reason to smile?
Lam fattar s'en va
Yeah, so so that ending was Maelle's ending, which, to be fair, it almost begs the question: is she now the villain, or I don't know, or maybe she's the protagonist to the rest of the guys? You know, Gustav is back, Sophie is back, all the people that got merged at the beginning are back. SK is having a good time. Monaco, the Lumerians, if that's what they go by, are all having a good time, going to the theater, just having fun, really. But at the expense of the owner of the canvas, the owner of that fantasy world, being imprisoned in his own world, you know, forced to paint for life by his sister, who, to be fair, just wants out of that fantasy world so she doesn't lose herself. But excuse me, the way, like, from what we can see already, it looks like she's already lost herself. You know, paint coming out of her eyes and things like that. We saw that with Renoir and Aline when we entered their painting room in the manor. But yeah, I genuinely still think that Verso's ending is probably, or maybe perhaps, the better ending. You know, just gets rid of the fantasy world, helps everyone go back to reality, and then they can all decide to start painting again and, you know, create a new fantasy world with new sentient beings, you know. But it would then be from a place of fun, from a place of happiness, from a good place, not necessarily where they go to escape grief, to cope with the hardship of reality. You know, reality is hard. It's hard for everyone. No one has it easy, but I think the first thing for us to do is to accept that and to live with it. And then if we then express ourselves in any other way, then we know that that's how we want to express it. From a good place, not as a form of escapism. That's just my thoughts. So yeah, that's it. Thank you guys. I really appreciate the support. This would definitely need me to take a moment to just soak it all in. But if you're watching this in future and you just feel like you have a different opinion or whatnot, you can drop a comment let me know in the comments section what you think. But yeah, that's it. That's it from me for now. Until next time, I would definitely be uploading some other videos. I'll be going live to cover some side content, but for the main story, this is it. Thank you. Until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. Cheers, guys. Peace.